Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Daddy Mo.
And hello there, I'm EL-SCRIBBLER.
I know everybody and their mama done got done watching WandaVision. Why do I know that? Because the fucking site keeps goddamn crashing.
Oh my gosh, that was a pain.
Bro, that shit was annoying. It got worse as the show went on and got better and better. The site got worse and worse.
Well, because everyone was waking up. That's the thing. It's like it airs at midnight in California, but the rest of the world is starting to wake up at that point in time. So everyone was jumping to the site and it just kept crashing. It only got worse as the day moved on.
Hey, can we get both a chair?
To cheer?
A chair. You know black people say chair.
No.
Like the chair you're sitting in and chair I'm sitting in.
Well, he wants to sit in my chair. But WandaVision, honestly, I didn't watch it till
Oh my God.
day
I thought you
of.
said you didn't like it.
Oh, I didn't watch it till the day it was on its final episode. So I was hyped to finish episode 8. And then right when I finished episode 8, I was 9 aired right then and there. Couldn't even get to it. Couldn't even open it. Error code 39. That is honestly the biggest issue. Disney needs to figure that out if they want to keep people coming back.
Yeah, because like now that everybody's like done watch WandaVision, saw how good it is, the second Falcon and Winter Soldier gonna come on. You already know that shit's gonna be crashing.
Well, and the thing is, a lot of people turned to pirating the episode.
Yeah, I was getting ready
to watch it.
I was getting ready to do that. I'm like, bro, I want to watch it on my TV. I want to watch it on Disney Plus. If y'all not gonna let me watch it, then fuck y'all. I'm about to bootleg this shit.
Yeah. Well, let's go back to basically WandaVision. Let's start at the beginning of the episode.
Dude, I told you the last time I watched it, bro. I watched these.
It basically hit all the points of sitcoms.
Oh, absolutely.
That's one thing that it had going for it. You don't know entirely what's going on. You have a feeling in the first episode because of things that are happening. Like you remember that dinner party they had in the first episode?
Oh, you talking about when the husband is choking?
Where the way she stares at Wanda saying, please stop it, with a smile on her face. It looked as if she was begging Wanda through like in the sunken place. She was emerging from her sunken place.
That's why I wish I rewatched it this morning because not now that I'm thinking about it, yes, that's what was going on.
Because she stares at Wanda, and everyone basically stops until she tells Vision to save him. It's like nobody knew what to do. Everyone's mind went on hold. That was unexpected. And here she was begging. So instantly in that moment, I had a feeling that Wanda was the one in control. I kind of had his Future Diaries vibe. If anyone who's ever seen that anime knows what Future Diaries is. Well, it's...
I don't watch anime. I didn't know Dragon Ball Z was anime until I heard of anime. I'm like, anime? What's that? You know Dragon Ball Z? No, nigga, Dragon Ball Z is a fucking cartoon on Toonami. That's not anime.
Everything on Toonami was anime.
I didn't know that.
That's one thing that I really loved about it. Just like you get little glimpses here and there. Most people didn't actually feel that Wanda was controlling until the second episode.
Honestly, I already knew.
Because the second episode where they're walking out, then the guy in the bee suit. Honestly, that was creepy.
Yo, they never brought that up.
I know. I kept wondering.
Yeah,
that's why
they never brought that up. Now that's all about
I rewatched everything because I was like, what happened to the guy in the bee suit?
Did they ever bring that up? Because I remember after wasn't it Monica goes, gets out of that world, and then we're starting to start all over from their point of view. No. Because there was a guy that he was. Did they ever bring up the guy in the bee suit?
Nope.
Okay.
The thing is, it's like after he transformed, he left his hazmat suit, it turned into basically a bee suit.
Yeah.
The cord that was dragging, I thought was hilarious that it turned into a jump rope. That was pretty cool. A classic jump rope. And when he crawls out, it was creepy the first time you see him. It was just like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
A guy in a bee suit, bees flying around, and where the bees came from was insane.
That sure reminded me of the villain from Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, the one that was made out of bees.
Yeah, it seemed like a horror movie at that point. It jumped into complete horror.
Yeah.
But that was one of the questions that I had that was never addressed.
Mm-hmm.
But they did do a lot with the show, which I loved. It felt kind of like they did with in Legion, if anyone saw that. Basically, David Haller, Professor X's son. Basically, the Legion was a 3-season show about a what-if kind of scenario.
Yeah.
And everything that was going on, you don't know what's happening because David Haller is mentally ill. You have an Omega-level mutant, or the most powerful mutant in the world, mentally ill. And it kind of felt the same vibe here. here Wanda is literally an Omega level mutant, and she seemed like she snapped at some point. And that's what basically the whole thing was about. She didn't know she snapped, but every time she got a glimpse of reality, she came back to it. She realized what she had done, but she blocked it out like immediately after. Every time she would reset it, like every time it rewound, she would forget.
I really wish I watched it. There's a lot of stuff I remember, like, because like I watched these episodes.
But as I talk about it, you remember it, right?
Yeah, because like this nigga has all the time on his hands, so he probably binge watched this shit 3 times Friday. Meanwhile, I'm working like crazy, so I was just watching each episode week by week. But I remember a lot of the stuff. So yeah, but because like I said, I already knew that she was part of it. I mean, hell, there was a scene when Vision was speaking, and then all of a sudden, like I'm sitting there watching it, and all of a sudden it just jumped right back to the beginning of his speech, and I'm just like, hey, yo, did my Disney Plus fuck up or something? But no, it's her controlling this shit. And I love how at the end of at least like the first couple episodes, at the end of it, you know what I'm saying, like the first episode, you have the I Love Lucy shit, and then fucking cats. You have the I Love Lucy shit, and then when it goes off, you see like somebody like jotting down notes or whatever. So already I kind of assumed that okay, there's some government people or Shield, whoever is doing this, watching what the hell is Wanda doing. So I know that Wanda is strong as hell. She can do this type of stuff. But each episode gets into like a different decade of TV.
Yep.
So you have like
They
I Love
always
Lucy,
jump a decade.
Bewitched, fucking I think Brady Bunch, Malcolm in the Middle. I thought all of that was great. Like especially when like once it gets to the shows that you start to watch, I was so mad that I did not catch that Malcolm in the Middle. Yeah, that Malcolm in the Middle reference. Seeing as how I just got done binge watching Malcolm in the Middle last week. But like all of that stuff to the point where when they got to like the Office / Modern Family episode, I actually caught myself like laughing a lot because it was stuff that I watched. So I caught a lot of the humor.
Well, I found myself laughing throughout the entire thing because the humor was relative to now, as well as being classic humor. You could tell, honestly, with the style they were going with the way they were dressed. Every time you could tell there was the I Love Lucy because their dresses were more billowing. Mm-hmm. And then when it flipped a decade, their dresses were more slim. I hate how you can tell through women's clothing, women's hairstyles primarily, because through the decades, men did not change. They were always wearing suits, only their hair changed. But with women, it was their entire getup that changed.
Yeah.
So I could tell basically they had jumped decades. And then when they got into color, you could tell. But I found it fascinating because you get this weird vibe because Wanda's kind of in control, but at the same time not. So I was wondering if she was put in some kind of like if anyone.
Trance.
Well, yeah, because if anyone knows the cube is basically the prison for both Shield and Sword superpowered beings. The Hulk was in the cube for a while. All superpowered beings are kept in the cube, and I was thinking,
oh, you talking about that shit from Deadpool 2? Something like that?
Something like that.
Okay.
But that wasn't the cube. They basically had to make their own for superpowered beings.
Fox, yeah,
for superpowered beings, and it's just like maybe she's there, but they had found a way to make her in control of her own block of the world because she has the power for it. But then you start seeing the commercials that pop up. The first one was basically the.
Oh, I love the commercial with the what was it like it was like a claymation kid or something.
Yeah,
I love that.
The crap, the
wasn't it like
fruit cup or something?
Yeah,
the yogurt.
I love that.
That reminded me
like,
back in the day. Just like I remember these.
I like was it because he used to do that with the Brisk commercials.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, like that. I was like, okay, WandaVision.
Yeah, because it started out like the Kool-Aid commercial, then it kind of flipped up. It was just like, that was great. The commercials were interesting, and they were relative to their time. The first one was the Stark Industries toaster.
Yes.
And then the second one was the watch. Every man needs 2 things, a beautiful woman by his side and his Strucker watch. And Strucker was the scientist that basically experimented on Wanda. The Hydra. That's why there was a Hydra sign in the watch. And I caught that the first episode, the first time I saw it through.
Of course, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, but it's just like, I was surprised. And then you realize the relativeness of it, because when it goes to later on, when she's traveling through her past, what was the first thing she remembered in using her powers? Stark Industries. Mm-hmm. What was the first time she met the stone? Was with Hydra. Every single commercial had something relative to do with her experience. except for like the Nexus, which basically is in reference to the multiverse. It's basically the hub where all the multiverses are
Nexus?
interjected. Yeah.
Okay, I knew.
It's
Nexus.
a nexus of energy where all realities intermingle.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did one thing I did love was the banter. I love how they brought back John Woo, right?
Jimmy Woo. Honestly, I love everything that Jimmy Woo did. I love his introduction when he pulls out the card, the magic trick. I'm like, bro, did y'all just bring that up from Ant-Man? Like, that was perfect. That was a perfect way, because that means that this entire time he was learning that magic trick.
Yep.
That's why I love Marvel. They bring up small stuff like that, and it just makes a great deal, man. So that was like a great detail. But yeah, I love Jimmy Woo. I love everything that was going on outside of the Wanda's little world or whatever. The snap though, when everybody was coming back though, I thought that was great because everything was going all crazy and whatnot. I mean, okay,
that made sense.
Okay, so peep this though. Everybody went into their same spots. I mean, when Monica woke up, Monica is basically, oh my God, speaking of Monica, I was talking to somebody at work, a manager at work, and I was sitting there talking about her, and he's like, who is that? Is that the brown girl? I'm like, nigga, really? The brown girl? I'm like, bro.
She's the black girl.
I'm like, bro, that sounds
so racist.
That sounds so bad. Yeah. Why she's black, whether she's brown or straight up black.
See, you could call a Mexican brown. But you can't call a black person brown. They're black.
I don't know. It just, regardless.
Sounds dirty.
It just sounds bad, period. So when he said it, I ain't know what to say. But anyway, yeah, she's the daughter of Captain Marvel's friend and Captain Marvel. Yeah,
and Captain
we don't
Marvel.
give a fuck about that movie, so I don't even know her name. But yeah, so the fact that she's the daughter, that's cool and everything. But yeah, everybody
I actually didn't catch that till the second time watching it.
Yeah, I caught that.
But I didn't.
They had to say it. But anyway, everybody pops up in their spot that they left off at in their saved game. So you know for a fact people were dying, because now it makes you wonder. Even though I've been wondering this, motherfuckers in airplanes. You know what I'm saying? You know they're crashing. You know people that was driving are crashing. People are dying all over just because they popped. I mean, because like now that everything is kind of like, not back to normal, but everything is kind of like, people still got cars and whatnot. Somebody's driving and all of a sudden, oh yeah, there were some kids playing kickball in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. Bop.
But not only that, it was just like, what happens if a person like Rambo came back to in the chair in the hospital? What if someone was sitting in that chair when she was coming to? What happens at that point? Do their bodies intermingle and fuse?
Yeah,
that's something that bothered me. It was just like, what is this here? They didn't. This is the biggest issue I had with Endgame. They didn't really think things through with how they dealt with it, because Endgame had an excuse because everyone just came back, not exactly in the right place. Well, they mentioned they came back in the right place, but you don't exactly know that. Because here Peter Parker comes back and he's like, "Oh, I was in this on Titan with Doctor Strange." He's all energetic talking about it with Tony Stark, and then Tony Stark gives him this massive hug because he hadn't seen him in 5 years, and you get this "aw" kind of feeling. But you have a feeling that they appeared all in the same spot.
Yeah.
But now you actually know that they appeared in the exact same spot they disappeared from. And remember, Nick Fury was standing in the middle of the street when he disappeared. Did he get hit by a car?
See, but I'm just gonna leave that alone. But that is true to. So yeah, So I like that. You had this squad outside. Monitoring. Oh, they brought Darcy back, which Darcy is one of my favorite side characters in the MCU.
Need to bring her
I
back
loved her so
more.
much more than Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman was boring in the Thor movies.
Imagine Darcy with Thor's hammer.
That'd be awesome.
That would be some of the funniest things.
I'd be imagining her with my hammer.
Yeah.
Darcy, Kat Dennings is so hot, and the fact that you brought it up, I didn't realize that she gained weight and she's thick now. Like, oh my God,
she gained weight in all the right places.
Ooh, I love me some Darcy. Like Darcy, I love me some Kat Dennings in general. Like she's slept on. Like,
yeah, I don't know why they didn't bring her back all the time, because I liked her. She made it hilarious.
Imagine her and Luis in the same scene together.
Yeah, that would be.
His name is Luis, right?
Luis, yeah, I think so.
Michael Pena, yeah. Imagine the two of them, in the scene. They need to give them some scenes together. Put them in the same movie. I think that, dude, her and Jimmy Woo should get like a show or something, bro.
Yeah, Jimmy Woo, Luis.
I want the two of them together. Yes, bro. You have See, Marvel actually has some really good side characters,
but they don't do anything with them.
Exactly.
But the thing is, I think they're trying to avoid the On Strange Tides, Pirates of the Caribbean On Strange Tides situation. It's a hairball.
God damn.
That's so funny.
And the thing is, he's never gonna spit it up. He's just gonna eat it.
Yeah.
I want to watch them. That nigga is going hard on that hairball.
But it's basically, I think that's what they're trying to avoid, because Johnny Depp was an amazing side character.
Yeah, but then the second they gave him his own movie, though.
But the thing is, he made the movie. He made the movie what it is, but you gave him his own movie. You tried to add too much to his character that it didn't feel the same. Because the only thing I really liked about it was Barbados and
then in that case, just make sure
Barbosa.
Then put them in more movies. In there.
Yeah,
don't just put Jimmy Woo in the Ant-Man movies and then just put Darcy in there, because I'm like,
he's going at it.
Fucking cat.
He's going at it.
If you notice, like now they're starting to put like other heroes in other movies. You got Iron Man and Spider-Man. You have the Guardians now in Thor. You have Wanda and Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So they're really starting to mix it up together. So yeah, throw my boy throw Jimmy Woo in fucking Doctor Strange or some shit. I don't know. Put Darcy in Doctor Strange.
Make Darcy and Jimmy Woo an X-Files series.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where you go.
Especially when they introduce the X-Men. It's like now they're going all over, hearing cases of mutants and all that shit, and then oh yeah, there's some guy with some metal claws. Hey, Wolverine pops up.
Who's gonna play
Hugh
him,
Jackman pops up. Oh, yeah. Fuck that. Bring Hugh Jackman back.
Yeah, he did want to play the role. Back in the day,
he wanted to join.
But
Avengers.
Fox was like, no. And then he finally finishes his entire stint as
he can
Wolverine.
Come back like 2 more movies, bro, or something, man. I don't know.
I just need him and Ryan Reynolds. I could care less with him in the Avengers. I just need him and Ryan Reynolds in a film together.
But back to WandaVision.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. Agnes, honestly.
Oh my God,
Agnes,
yes.
Jimmy Woo, all the great characters.
Catherine Hahn was great because normally she always plays that role to where she's the slutty chick. She always plays that role, and I loved her here because seeing as how it's each show is like each episode is like a different decade or something of TV. She's always going to be that nosy neighbor, but it's nice to see her keep changing up the roles and all that. So. And then we were doing spoilers. And then the reveal that she's the villain, which I also kind of knew that because she was like one of the she's like one of the only people that honestly like would like ask like, okay, do you want me to redo this part over whenever she's like acting out her scenes and all that?
Because everyone was committed to their role, and then here she was able to act outside of it. Mm-hmm. It was all and then when she reveals, it was all her trying to intensify the situation, break it apart, so Wanda would have to use more and more of her power.
It was Agatha all along.
Yeah, she was trying to see exactly how it was all created. I found that amazing because it's just like here she's just trying to test the waters, get in good with her. Maybe she'll entrust me with all the information. But when she realized that Scarlet Witch, Wanda, was a victim of her own powers, it's just like, okay, I just need to break her down and trap her, force her to reveal her secrets.
Yeah. And that cameo with Quicksilver, while it was awesome, because I remember, you don't be like looking in.
Oh no, I'm glad I didn't, because apparently everyone was pissed off. Everyone was pissed off because everyone was talking about how excited they were for all these things, and I watch it, and I was talking to this guy afterwards, and it was just like, what was everyone so mad about it? Just because they made us believe. Because
Elizabeth Olsen said, there's like a big, like kind of like Luke Skywalker cameo, and then we get Quicksilver, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, X-Men are here. They are here, and then all of a sudden, the
Luke Skywalker cameo was Agnes at a young age.
She was fucking hot.
Yeah. Now, how did they do her really well, but Luke Skywalker and Mandalorian looked like crap?
That was horrible. But yeah, that was horrible. But then my nigga Paul Bettany, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm always fucking people's name up. Like, oh yeah, saying like the person that I always wanted to work with is not Evan Peters and all that. So we're all expecting like, oh, so in other words, he's talking about there's somebody bigger than Evan Peters, and then come to find out, as he was basically talking about acting with himself as White Vision, which it was actually kind of funny because I'm like, well,
everyone seemed to love that scene
because I'm like, well,
the ship of Theseus.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to act amongst themselves like, oh yeah, Maurice Jenkins acting alongside Maurice Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. So I think that is what got everybody pissed, because you're like, okay, we have a cameo that's gonna be bigger than Quicksilver, and then we didn't get that. And then come to find out, what made it even worse was that we find out that Quicksilver is not even fucking Quicksilver. He was just an actor. So I got Evan Peters, who played Quicksilver in the Fox X-Men movies, to come back as a different character portraying Quicksilver in the MCU. That was trash.
Yeah, that bait and switch was, I think, what angered most people.
I wasn't fucking mad,
because people wouldn't have minded if they just didn't have any of the X-Men there. But the fact that they did that bait and switch, they had him. The one Quicksilver everyone loves. No one cared for Pietro because it was just, let's face it, that he wasn't fun.
And he died by some bullets.
Yeah, Evan Peters here is pushing bullets away with his fingers. He has this amazing amount of power, and everyone loved him because he was the funny guy. And here he comes back as that same character. Mm-hmm. He's the same funny. He plays the fun uncle, and that's the thing. He returns, and Wanda basically believes he is a reincarnation kind of her brother. Yep. So she gives him the same powers, yet the personality completely switches, because her brother in Ultron wasn't the fun one. They were serious. They weren't playful, and here Evan Peters comes back as his Quicksilver. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of strange. It was just like, what? Why are you doing this to us?
Yeah.
If you were going to do anything, make him act stiff. Make him act like her Quicksilver, not like everyone's favorite Quicksilver.
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, because it's just a complete bait and switch.
Because I mean, Agatha even gave him the Quicksilver powers and all that.
Yep.
I'm just like, bruh.
I don't know if it was Agatha or Wanda that would have done it. Because I don't think Agatha would have had the ability to give her that kind of power, or give him that kind of power.
Yeah.
So just like I think how the brown chick, how she got her powers, it was basically Wanda giving them to her.
Okay.
Because honestly, I have no clue how she got powers. I think she mutated her body. I think that's what happened. Passing through the field 3 times mutated her body.
Are you talking about Monica?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Because she basically has a mix between the powers of Captain Marvel and Vision, if you noticed. Her body basically can be corporeal form, where everything can pass through it. And the ability to kind of, her eyes go blue, that's a Captain Marvel type thing. So she got the powers of the Infinity Stone from Wanda, and the powers of Vision from Wanda, I guess? They didn't really explain much. That's one thing, is just like, how did it happen? I understand that your body was mutating. They actually addressed that. But why? Why are you the one to get those powers? If anyone would have realized that, they would have been running through the field several times. I know I would have run through that field several times to get some powers.
That's the only field this black person was going to run through. The fuck? But, what I did like is when Vision starts like going on his own, and he started like when Vision starts noticing shit, like especially when he was at his work, and all of a sudden he like, kind of like dug into his coworker's mind, and the guy just steady like begging him, like, to like get him out of it. For me, that's when it started turning into a horror movie, because I'm like, yo, that is scary. Like, these people are like trapped in there. They can't do nothing.
Get out.
So yeah, it's Get Out. It is basically MCU's Get Out.
Yeah, everyone there was trapped in the same place.
That is messed up.
Being forced to be someone they're not.
Especially at the end where she was forced to like...
Dottie and Sarah, Dottie, who's basically her real character would be Sarah. When she came to be Sarah again, she's all begging her. It's just like, please, can you let my daughter out? She could be like your son's friend, or she could be the bully. She could be their bully. As long as I can have time with her, I can spend time with my daughter. It's just like, wow.
And then the fact that they get her nightmares and everything. So,
yeah.
And she's going through a lot, and she can barely control her powers. So that's just all bad.
See, now this is, because if anyone remembers Jessica Jones and her PTSD with an ex-boyfriend, this is how you do it. WandaVision is how you do that kind of situation.
Yeah, because she's dealing with that. She's dealing with grief, a lot of grief flow. She's dealing with a lot of stuff that actually has like good topics and whatnot.
Yeah, now I loved it, because I was thinking, it's just like, could you get away with this type of thing with a male character? I don't think so.
Yeah, cancel it.
Because a male character dealing with too many emotions just isn't believable, which is why in Legion, the male character that kind of dealing with this kind of stuff is mentally ill, which honestly I thought was great.
A guy can
and
go.
Aubrey Plaza was playing the bad
stuff.
guy.
A guy can go through stuff like that, but they're not going to show it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
It's not, they're not going to show it.
It doesn't sink in as well.
But when you have it as a woman,
it's far more impactful because it just makes more sense. And the fact that she's an Omega level mutant, she's by far the most powerful one. I did like the discussion between like who was the best fighter, and because let's face it, Scarlet Witch was the only one to be on par with Thanos.
On par, dude. She was about to kill that nigga just like.
Oh yeah, and that's when he had to bombard the entire place.
My question is, how the fuck did they know that though? How did Captain Marvel came close? Oh yeah, but Thanos had I'm like, where were you at? You wasn't there.
How do all these people in the world know exactly what happened on the battlefield? Do they know all the women abandoned their posts to go stand together in one shot? Why do women get respect for that? It's just like, you don't abandon your post. And you fight where you're fighting.
And where was all the earpieces at? Because everybody was talking to one another. Like, Doctor Strange is like, when he was like sending everybody out, you get an earpiece, you get an earpiece, you get an earpiece, you get an earpiece.
Just teleporting it into their heads. But it's just like,
Lady Avengers, assemble.
Yeah, it's like you can you respect the fact that they're acknowledging it, but at the same time, it was just like, how the heck do they know all this stuff?
Yeah.
Where in the timeline are they told everything? Is every FBI agent, every single sword, and remember that Endgame happened like a week prior to WandaVision. How did they get all this information already? How?
The
thing when you start thinking
the
about
first
it that
time
way,
I watched, that's the first thing I thought about. I'm just like, I know how I saw it. I was in the theaters watching it. Bitch, you just came back alive. You just came back up. This just happened. Like the nigga Tony just snapped like 30 seconds ago, and you just got back. So how the fuck you already got this information?
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know, but that's nitpicking. Even though it's kind of like,
but
stop.
It's
don't be bringing up stuff, and then you had no way of knowing.
Well, it's just like the whole everyone coming back type of situation. That's nitpicking as well. But at the same time,
it's kind of like Jimmy Woo. It's kind of like Jimmy Woo said, "Oh yeah," and then Black Widow was like, "Okay, I'll see you in a minute." Who told you that? Who told you her last words or whatever? Who told you any of this?
Yeah, it's oh my gosh, it's so annoying to hear that kind of stuff. It's just like, okay, I know you're trying to acknowledge everything that happened, but at the same time, why are you having these not even B, C, D list people in the hierarchy talk about it?
Hey, that's Jimmy Woo, bro.
I know, but at the same time, he's FBI. He's not even S.H.I.E.L.D. And S.W.O.R.D. hasn't really had a foothold in the Marvel Universe till really now.
True.
So that's what I found interesting. Is just like everybody in the entire world apparently knows what happened. How? Tell me how. That's all these little things. I know. Marvel has always had issues with the timeline. It makes no sense. The more movies they make,
it's better than DC.
Well, DC doesn't have a timeline.
DC is trying to do something.
Everything has its standalone universe.
Don't move. I'm already comfortable.
Bye, Bolt.
I was comfortable, but yeah.
That's one of the biggest issues I had with it. It's just like, come on, give us something here. But yeah, because
all that nitpicking, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. I was about to say something. I forgot.
Oh my gosh! But honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that the very end we didn't have Doctor Strange pop up.
Yeah,
because let's face it, Doctor Strange and Wanda are the two most powerful beings that, well, based off the comics at least, the two most powerful beings that they have. Captain Marvel isn't supposed to be as powerful as she is, but whatever. She's a female. Give her powers. But it's just like, I wanted to see them together because Doctor Strange could be the one to guide her.
I'm sorry, Captain Marvel's trash. I'm not a fan of Captain Marvel. I think it's because of Brie Larson.
Yeah, I think it's Brie Larson, not
it's
so much
Brie
Captain
Larson.
Marvel. Well, the movie itself, a guy tells her to smile and she breaks his hand. But this isn't a Captain Marvel review.
I'm sorry, but we brought up Captain Marvel. They brought up Captain Marvel. I think. I'm sorry. Listen, I want to talk Captain Marvel for 2 minutes.
Okay.
The movie as a whole was okay. It wasn't bad. I liked it better than Thor 2. You know, it wasn't bad. But when you have Brie Larson, who, okay, she got an Oscar, but I've never liked Brie Larson. It's not because of anything she's done outside of her movies. It's just her acting. I've always thought she was just boring. And she's boring in Captain Marvel. And you got people like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? She doesn't know what type of person she doesn't know the person she is. She don't have to joke every 5 minutes. I'm not telling her to make jokes because you have Captain America who's not cracking jokes every 5 minutes, but he's a great character. Captain Marvel is boring as shit, and the fact that they made Nick Fury lose his eye by a fucking cat. They made his whole losing the eye as a joke. Because remember, it was a Winter Soldier. You know what I'm saying? The last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye. And it was because of a cat. It was a cat. And you know, the best part about Captain Marvel wasn't even Captain Marvel. It was the side characters.
Well, you know, Captain Marvel wasn't well received when Endgame came around, and they only showed her for like 2 minutes in the beginning and had her there for a quick second at the very end.
Yeah, the fact that, oh yeah, y'all didn't have me. Bitch, what can you do?
Yeah, Scarlet Witch does far better than you anyway.
Oh, because you can fly and you're somewhat indestructible. Bitch, we have a Hulk. We have a Scarlet Witch.
We have a Vision. We have, you can list off characters that are far more actually powerful.
We have a god. We have a god. We have a god.
He's fat now, though.
We have a fat god. Remember, there's all different types of gods and everything. This time, our god is fat.
Dude, did you see? Even Odin was fit. Even Allfather was fit. Everyone on Asgard was fit.
Odin? No. Not the big dude. Not Ray Stevenson in Warriors 3. He was fat.
Not.
He was fucking fat. He was fat.
No, you are fat.
He was fat.
He was overweight.
He was fat. Then I'm overweight. He's
Dude,
fat.
you're obese.
He was obese.
Technically,
he kept eating. He was fat.
I'm considered obese.
But yeah, Captain Marvel was trash. Captain Marvel's role in Endgame was trash. The only good thing she did was go get Tony and stop Thanos from snapping.
Well, that's the thing. She needed to serve a purpose in the beginning, so it was to get Tony. Because, okay, let's just talk. I guess we're going to talk Endgame for a second.
Yeah.
Because remember, the ships do like a portal jump. They had enough power to get into space, but they didn't have enough power to portal jump to Earth. So they got stranded in space just so Captain Marvel could get them. That was the only purpose for Captain Marvel. That was the only purpose for making that jumping non-existent for that movie. The only reason. So Captain Marvel could serve a purpose.
Well, she wouldn't have got a haircut, so she was busy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Priorities, right? That sounds like Brie Larson.
She really went and got a haircut. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to go chill right quick, get a haircut. Let me know when y'all need me.
Oh,
but back to WandaVision.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like they had this discussion. We got off on a tangent because they were having this.
Marvel, and honestly, the shit's connected because it happens right after Endgame, so it's connected.
And the thing is, it's just like here they're addressing it like a week after the entire incident of Endgame, and here Darcy, who had nothing to do with the past few movies, how does she link into this?
Yeah.
Jimmy Woo was dealing with
he was dealing with Ant-Man's probation.
Not even, because remember, that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 5 years ago. What has he been doing since then? So it's just like, what the heck is going on? How do you guys know this? Yeah. But I did like how basically he was like, Scarlet Witch was the only one to deal with Thanos, like actually put him on par. It's just like, yes, I agree with that. And then here, Rambo said Captain Marvel, and it's just like, that's just because you know Marvel.
No, that was Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo said Marvel?
Yeah. It was Jimmy Woo.
Why?
Monica said.
I think I just blocked it out because it would have made more sense for Monica to say.
Yeah, because I like Jimmy Woo more. And the fact that Jimmy Woo said Captain Marvel.
You're just like, because it's just like, come on.
It's like, you're better. You're better than that, bro.
No, because Captain Marvel served no purpose. Because if you think about it, any one of the Avengers, even War Machine, Spider-Man could have taken that ship out of the sky. They have the technology.
Yeah, Spider-Man could have came out with like that one movie that took out an entire ship. Whatever that one movie was, he was going to reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, and when I was catching it on the TV, yeah, you were talking
He would have referenced Independence Day.
There you go.
You go right into where they're shooting, make it blow up itself.
Yeah. And the way it's filmed for each episode, for each decade is nice too.
Yeah, it really does hold to that point in time. So I did love that, but it's strange to know that Vision isn't actually Vision, because as he starts to break down, he's just like, I can't remember anything from before this, from before being in this town. It's just like you hear that, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you hurt for him.
Yeah, oh my god,
because we have all this understanding of how Wanda and Vision have grown together. They shared the Avengers compound. They lived together. He walked through walls, sat down, watched sitcoms with her. She taught him to always use the door, not to always port through the wall. She's the one who basically trained him. And it's just like they have this whole rapport that Vision cannot remember. He has forgotten all of it. All he has is the memory of them being in the sitcom.
I don't want to watch it no more, 'cause I was going to go back and watch it. Then I remember that part where he realized that he doesn't remember anything outside of that. So it's kind of like, it is sad. And then the part where he finally, realizes that he's inside, out inside this little, simulation or whatever. And he tries to like go out. And then the second he breaks through, he's already starting to die.
Yeah, he starts to fall apart. And you hurt for him.
Yeah.
You want him to go back. You want him to be saved. But no, he just falls apart.
See, when I heard they were making this show, I already knew that like Vision is not going to make it outside once the show is over. He's not going to make it. It's going to be
technically he's still alive
because of White Vision.
Yeah, but White Vision. The thing is,
that don't count. I want Vision. I want colored Vision. But I don't want White Vision.
Remember,
so you're gonna make the white person live and let the colored die? I want colored Vision.
Remember, Vision only had color because he had memories. He had a being of his own. Because remember, when the crystal was pulled out of his head, his power turned off and he turned solid gray. Remember, when she turned around to see the ripped crystal out of him, he had no color in him. Yeah. He was dark, meaning death.
What the fuck?
So it's just like one of those funny things. It's just like, it's there. So the thing is, when he was White Vision, he was just a machine. When he was given his memories, he left because he had, after the Book of Theseus, which apparently people were confused by.
Ship of Theseus.
Oh, yeah, Ship of Theseus. Why did I say book? I don't know. My mind's going everywhere. Yeah. But Ship of Theseus, everyone was confused by it, but it's just like the breakdown of he was the original body, and here Vision was the mind, or at least some memory. He had the stone, at least. What?
I call dibs on Vision.
Okay.
I call dibs because I just thought about this. Every time you do the thumbnail, I always get fucked over. I call dibs. Y'all heard that? I just thought about that. I call dibs because I was just looking at him, just like, wait a minute. I call dibs.
I'm the taller one.
I don't give a fuck.
Get Vision.
No, fuck that. Give me Jimmy Woo. Give me Jimmy Woo. I want to be Jimmy Woo.
You don't want to be Agnes?
No, I want to be Jimmy Woo. Oh. Okay, continue. Give me Jimmy Woo.
But it's just one of those things. They're just like, until he gave the White Vision his memories back, reemerged them, the White Vision became Vision.
Yeah.
Because he was finally resurrected. And I believe what would have happened was he would have transferred all of his own memories of Wanda up to that point to the White Vision.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured was going on. I thought they was going to like somehow plant like his body memory or whatever or some shit like that inside of White Vision.
Yeah, because honestly, they need to fuse them to keep Vision alive because that is Vision's real body. And
it is.
But all the memories were in the Vision. So White Vision was given all the memories, and now it's the Ship of Theseus all back together again. He is the Vision.
Honestly, because like a lot of people was confusing. I was just like, okay, it's funny how you have Agatha and Scarlet Witch out there just like, blasting each other and shit. Then all of a sudden you have the two Visions like, okay, there's about to be a fight right here. Conversation. I was like, wait a minute, what? But that
was a Quentin Tarantino type fight. Because you're just like,
because at first I was like, okay, why they not fighting? But then the more they start talking, I'm just like, ooh, okay. It's like it was actually more interesting than them fighting because it was like a legit conversation where they were making points. It's like he was like, it's like my car. It's like I have a fucking Honda or whatever, and then I keep getting like different parts. It's like, okay, is that the same car now? And then somebody takes all the old pieces that I had and put that together, and like, okay, is that the new Honda? Is that the Honda now? Is that the original because it has all the original pieces? So he was making a good point.
Well, it is the Ship of Theseus.
It was actually a good point to where
it goes back to like art. Because you always retouch up paintings.
Yeah.
At some point, when is it going to no longer be original? Because all the strokes are all brand new. They've had artists come in and touch it up.
Fucker, that's like when you kept getting like cranberry juice, and then you kept fucking every time you drink it, you kept dousing a shit ton of water in it. Like, oh yeah, I'm making it last. You did that. Don't make that face. You kept doing that. Or I'm making it last.
I've never done that.
Yes, you did.
No, I've never done that.
After he keeps doing that, is it still even cranberry juice?
I've never drank cranberry juice.
It was some type of juice you had, and you kept putting water in that shit. It probably wasn't cranberry juice.
I don't ever put water in juice.
Because it was back in San Francisco. Because I kept looking. I'm like, nigga, how do you still have like over half a jug and I keep watching you drink it? Oh, I'm putting water in it to make it last. I remember that because I thought it was disgusting. I remember that shit.
Oh, no. I drank water out of a vodka bottle.
Nope.
A vodka glass.
No, it was juice. It was juice you had. This was in San Francisco.
Nope. That was not me. That was probably Chase.
Nope. It was you. It was you. I remember it.
That was not me.
I remember that because I was like, dude, what the
I don't
hell?
drink juice.
You drank something. Bullshit. I've gotten you some juice before.
Yeah, when you buy it from me.
Go fuck yourself.
I don't drink juice.
But regardless, though, ship of thesis is basically, yeah, you have something, and then you keep, like, maybe taking out original parts of it. So now, you know, you kind of like, is it still the original, even though a lot of the stuff is gone? That's basically what it is, and that's basically what Vision was. So that conversation is like, you know, because White Vision is there to kill Vision, but it's like, well, I'm not really Vision, because I mean, I'm not even, you know, you have my body. I'm just here as like a projection or some type of shit.
Neither are the real Vision.
Yeah, so that was actually a good conversation to where it was just like, checkmate, nigga.
Especially the part where White Vision's like, but you believe you are the real Vision, which makes you the real Vision. He was just like, I believed that till I saw you. It's just like this whole... That was like the best argument.
It was.
Because we get all these epic fights all the time that you actually get tired of them.
That's why I didn't care so much about the finale, because everything was every episode was so like, you know, it was like it was like surprises, it catch you off guard, and then here it's like, okay, now it's a battle of just them, you know, fighting each other. I'm just like, but then here it's like Vision and White Vision, their battle is a discussion.
But that's the whole thing with the entire series. The whole season itself is thought-provoking.
Yes.
Like with the first episode, you're confused as to how Vision's alive, why Wanda's in this time period, what's going on.
You keep asking questions each episode. You keep wondering what's going on. Why is this here?
And every time something gets answered, you still have more questions going on. The only thing that really pissed everyone off was Evan Peters. It's just like...
But other than that, though, that's what makes the show really great, because it's not just your usual superhero movie or whatever where we have a villain, we have to fight. No, it's like, you know, you have this character who has all this power that even she herself doesn't even know how to use it. She's not using it to her full ability because she doesn't even know how to use it yet. So everything is new to her. She's still learning. Man, by the way, the scene where we find out, because they said she stormed into wherever the fuck they were.
Oh, yeah.
And stole Vision, and then come to find out she didn't.
Yeah.
And they see his body just like torn to pieces. That was heartbreaking. What she say? Like, I can't feel you. Yeah. So I remember in Infinity War, she was saying like how she can feel him or something. Yep. That was, dude.
Like, all I feel is you.
She better get an Emmy or a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress. Best Actress.
Every single decade completely changed.
Yeah. That was acting, bro, because I damn near wanted to cry for her. She better get some awards come next season. Like, it'd be bullshit if she doesn't. Like, she did an amazing job.
Oh my god.
She'd probably be like the first person in the MCU to get like a nomination for acting.
Yeah, because everything she did was just perfect. It was amazingly well done, because you could tell that she was struggling with her own understanding of what she had done. She had no clue. She was so happy that Vision was with her that she preferred not to believe it. She would rewind everything just to try and keep her mind out of anything that might remind her of what happened. Of course, Agnes kept trying to throw a wrench in the works.
Yep, every fucking time.
Yeah, I killed Sparky too.
I love how her kids kept growing up every time, you know, like there was something going on. They just go, oh, I was a kid, now I'm about to grow up to be a fucking teenager.
Yeah.
I did love that. And I love that they also had
you can't have a dog until you're
10.
10.
No. Don't change. Whoop.
Yep.
Oh, man, I love that, bro. But
oh, my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the key points for that for me. I mean, the ship of Theseus, I kind of already knew about that story.
That was honestly I feel like that was the best part of the season finale for me, Ship of Theseus.
Yeah, because the season finale wasn't all that great.
Because it just turned into like your final battle of an MCU or a superhero movie in general.
Yeah,
it was a big
and
fight.
we've seen that over and over.
That's why I didn't care for it much.
again. To give us something original. The great thing about having these characters, which are, well, I guess Scarlet Witch uses her power more than anything else, but like I like the mind-based battles. Like one of the best superhero fights I've ever seen was in Legion, where Farouk is fighting David Haller. And literally, they're both flying in midair, and as they're flying in midair...
Hey, time out, bro. Spoilers.
Oh, yeah, you
I haven't seen that yet.
They're basically fighting. It is amazing what's going on. It is one of the most epic, and I think, what is it? Behind Blue Eyes? That song? I forgot the artist. Behind Blue Eyes is playing the entire time, and they are singing it. David Haller and Farouk are singing the song.
Okay, stop.
It is epic. It is by far my favorite fight scene in any superhero franchise ever because it takes such a unique turn because they're both mentally powerful.
I have to restart that show.
So they fight in the mind. Dude, you have to rewatch it from start every single time.
It's like bro, because I finished the first season finally. I'm like, cool, second season.
There is so much going on. The problem is like, this will be just for everyone who, it's worth seeing. It really is. But the problem is it feels like it drags on, but everything it drags on is because every single moment of the show is like the Ship of Theseus. They talk about insanity. They talk about delusions. They talk about just implanting memories. They address all this kind of stuff and how it works and the way it just is. It was epic.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked. It was just like the Ship of Theseus reminded me of that. And it was like the most epic fight scene because here we have two logical beings discussing what exactly is the original Vision. Why is your mission to destroy Vision? You are the Vision. I am the Vision. It's just like one of those things. It's just like they're both trying to debate who is the real one there. Hey, neither one is.
At least he still got a job to keep. He's like, yes, they made another Vision. I'm good.
Well, that's honestly, I wanted to bring that up. Has he had the most time in a DC movie now? Because he was Jarvis.
Okay, so we have Iron Man. Iron Man 2. He wasn't Jarvis in Iron Man 3. No, yes, he was.
Yeah, they didn't do it till
Ultron.
Yeah.
So first three Iron Mans, Avengers,
Spider-Man.
Avengers 2, Infinity War. Oh man, he wasn't in Endgame. He wasn't in Endgame. Spider-Man. He was in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he wasn't in game. Wait,
no, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No.
He was in Infinity War.
Infinity War. Yeah.
He was in Spider-Man.
The first one, yeah.
No, because he wasn't. Jarvis.
No, he was Vision at that point. He was Vision
so I think
already.
He's only been in
Civil War.
He
was Vision in Civil War.
Civil War 7. WandaVision. Okay, nigga. My boy, look at you.
Yeah, it's fascinating to think that he started as just a voice.
And you know that I saw this on I think it was on TikTok. No, YouTube. That also this is about Captain America. That started from his first movie or whatever. He was Captain America every year up until 2019. Like, okay. He started off as just a voice.
Yep.
Paul Bettany was just a voice, and now he became a full-on character.
That's something I love that they brought up in WandaVision too. At the very end, he's basically talking when he's saying he was like, I started as a voice with no body. Then I was a body that wasn't human. Now I am a memory turned to life. And then he was just like, I'm excited for what I'm going to be next.
Right.
Anyone who knows DC, it's basically Ivo's android at this point. The being that evolves every single time he comes to understand a little bit more about himself.
That's why I love Vision. I love Vision. Vision is one of my favorites. I love Vision.
Yeah.
I want him. No homo. He's a great guy.
And he's the perfect actor to play him.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that they brought him into the actual, to be there. I've loved him since A Knight's Tale. You've seen that, right?
No.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I knew this was coming. That's why I was like,
come on, dude. This is an amazing movie.
I think the first time I seen him
he is hilarious. The first time you see him, he's walking down the street butt nude.
The first time I seen him in a movie was A Beautiful Mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the first time I seen him. But
I love The Beautiful Mind.
Yeah, Russell Crowe. Yeah, good movie. He didn't exist in that movie either.
Nope, he's all a memory.
But yeah. Hey, yo, fuck that. Give him an Emmy nomination and a Golden Globe.
Yeah,
he did great
the part where he breaks down like with Wanda, and Wanda's like, "You've never fought like me, like this ever. Since when? Like how? I don't remember anything." It's just like that was just like you hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You hurt for him.
See, that's how I
wish
wish.
the show. I better need to rewatch it again.
Yeah, because like I said, it's not your usual. Just that's why as excited as I am for Falcon and Winter Soldier. Let's be real. It's like I feel like they're gonna just go right back to their roots.
Well, because it's gonna be action. They're dealing with guns and probably Hydra once again.
Not saying it's not gonna be good.
Yeah,
but this was a nice change of pace.
But I'm probably never gonna rewatch it. Like I've seen WandaVision 3 times through already. As soon as I was able to get that last episode to play again, seriously, Disney, work that out. You're one of the richest companies in the world, and you can't even figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Pay Netflix. Maybe they could tell you how to do it. Oh my god!
I never had that problem with Netflix. Never had that problem with Netflix, Hulu. Well, then again, no, they don't be having shit with Marvel and Star Wars and whatnot. So
hey, Hulu has Legion.
Nigga, after it was done, and ain't nobody even watching Legion.
Yeah. Nobody watched Legion. Hey, at least they planned for 3 seasons and they got 3 seasons. A lot of people were unhappy with it, but I kind of thought it made sense because they had no spoilers. Still my favorite.
It's a good show from what I've seen.
Yeah, but it's just like one of those things. It's just like I like things that are rewatchable because you can rewatch WandaVision and watch it like a sitcom. Like you can always binge watch Friends, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, How I Met Your Mother, Malcolm in the Middle, I Love Lucy, The Office, Parks and Rec with, of course,
iCarly,
Peter Quill. You can always rewatch them, and the thing is, this is exactly like that. Just it has a touch of every single one that it is hilarious, and the fact that they bring in the jokes of their modern selves. It made it so much better. It's just like my wife with the flying saucers, my husband with the metal head. It's just like funny because we are in on the jokes, which the rest of the world that they're trying to hide from.
Yeah.
It was just like the Bewitched type thing where she's the witch and she's trying to hide everything. And instead of a twinkling of the nose, she twinkles her fingers to make something magic happen.
When she had set up
Flourish.
all the food and everything in the kitchen. I actually enjoyed that episode.
Yeah. Take out the papers and the trash.
Yeah, that was man. I'm about to rewatch that.
I know you don't get any spending cash.
I don't remember that. Remember you binge watched it like 4 or 5 times.
Because the thing is he needed to create a distraction as soon as those doors were open, so he started singing, and it's just like now let's do a sing along, and then he did like the kid farm.
Yeah,
and Old MacDonald had a farm. They started singing that one.
I love when they were doing the trick or treating. They were dressed as their actual costumes.
No,
from,
he was a luchador.
He was a what? He
luchador.
Was? Isn't
well, that's the joke because he was like, I know you like Mexican wrestlers. I'm a Sarkovian fortune teller. It's just like, nope, you're Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
he is Vision, the ugly original Vision.
Yeah,
you're the ugly original Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Oh. Elizabeth Olsen is so fucking hot, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my
God. Yeah, because I thought as soon as I said Scarlet Witch, I remembered the part where she takes off bed sheets and she's the...
Oh, like, yeah.
Okay.
Man, oh, man. But, yeah, let's wrap this up, though. Like, honestly, WandaVision, I thought WandaVision was amazing.
Yeah, it's...
I give it a solid, like, 9 out of 10. Like, the acting is great. The whole thing with them doing the sitcoms for each like decade or whatever I thought was brilliant, especially if you watch a lot of TV or you know what I'm saying, so you catch like a lot of shows that they're doing and whatnot. Oh yeah,
I did like the plug though when they're going through her memories and when her father opens the suitcase, they show all the reference material that they really use, just like Malcolm in the Middle's there, I Love Lucy, Bewitched, all the ones they kind of took from for each decade. Is right there.
Yeah, that was great.
All the little subtext they had, I loved every single bit of it.
Yo, that scene, I thought that scene was wonderful, and that shit was sad when oh my God, the Stark. I fucking hate Tony Stark, bro. God, the Starks in general.
Yeah.
They always ruining something, bro. Like, oh, here's a missile. Pew! Stark Industries. God damn it.
Hey, but it honestly probably wasn't him because remember that one guy was selling under the table.
Watch next time they do
Obadiah.
Yeah,
Obadiah Stane.
That's true.
Yeah, he was selling under the table for years.
Who knows? Bush probably went to fucking Stark Industries.
Yeah.
When do you need it? When do you need this by? September 11th. They can get it at a certain time.
We need to get cheap gasoline.
Right. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they did that and all of a sudden. Watch, next thing you know, you see like a bunch of fucking movies about, true stories of disasters or something. Boom, Stark Industries.
Yep.
Like, god damn,
Let's
bro.
bring it into reality.
What's that movie, Patriots Day? Mark Wahlberg about the Boston Marathon?
Amazing movie.
Stark Industries. It's like, bruh.
That's an amazing movie.
Oh, that was a great movie. And
The most hardest scene to watch was the sheriff that was... he was standing there for hours watching over the body. It's just like,
of that little boy.
Yep.
Yeah, that movie.
Because you could see, imagine being in that position. It's just like they had the close up of him just tearing up because how can someone do that?
Yeah, I couldn't be in that position. I don't know if I could hold it together.
WandaVision is really a sitcom more than anything else. It's a sitcom based, and this makes me want them to do more things like this. Make a sitcom-like superhero franchise. Heck, you could use Darcy, you can use Jimmy Woo, or an X-Files, something different, something unique. Not your usual run-of-the-mill stereotypical superhero crap, which honestly, I had been getting tired. After Infinity War, they had run out of ideas. Spider-Man, as much as I love Spider-Man, I didn't care for the movie. I loved who they had for Mysterio.
Wait up.
I did love who they had. They had John James Jameson back at the very end.
J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about like the movie? You know what's funny? Like,
because Mysterio's an amazing character, but here they kind of...
And then they got Jake Gyllenhaal, too. That was perfect. Perfect casting.
But then they made him basically all illusions. It's like, no, that's not Mysterio. But whatever.
So Mysterio is like a legit super...
he's like a mystic type of person, just like Doctor Strange, just like Scarlet Witch.
So in the movie, they basically just made him just like a regular guy with... Yeah. That sucks.
And I thought that... Because that's the problem with that they keep doing with all of these. They keep hinting at a multiverse. They hinted at it with Spider-Man first. Because everyone thought Mysterio was just like, oh my gosh. And then he was literally saying he was from a different reality. And then that wasn't true. And then you go to WandaVision. Same thing. You have Quicksilver in there, and everyone's thinking the X-Men are coming. No, it's when she basically emerges Secret Wars at the very end, which I thought was actually interesting way done. Because even Agatha is begging her not to use her powers. You don't know what you've done. You're going to need my help. It's, if anyone's read the comic Secret Wars, where basically Scarlet Witch declares that there are no more mutants. That basically a spell is cast, which removes mutants, or at least the powers from them, except the main 250. So I think this is kind of their version of it, where she is casting a spell unknowingly, which brings in the Nexus to merge different realities. Of course, that's my opinion, and I just don't think they should have teased it with the X-Men. I think they could have left it out, because even though it would have been a perfect place to put it, they should have left it out. It's you can't annoy fans that way. Because everyone loves Evan Peters. Everyone loves Quicksilver. That Quicksilver. Not Pietro. Nobody really cared for Pietro, which is why they didn't care when he died. 3 bullets? You run faster than the speed of light, and you get hit by 3 bullets?
Yeah, that didn't make no sense whatsoever. That was the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah. But yeah. It's worth watching over and over again because it's a sitcom.
Yep.
That's how I was able to see it several times. I wanted to get as much as I could to talk about it, try to remember everything, and even now I can't remember everything. Because it's so in depth. There's so much subtext in there. Every single commercial they have has to do with something. Just like with the Nexus. When they had the Nexus commercial for like the antidepressant pills, how they were talking about what the pills do and the fact that the pills can actually cause depression as well. It's just one of those things. It's just like, it's humorous and it has subtext to do with what the Nexus actually is. So yeah, that's all. I need to stop. Bring it in. We went on it for an hour at least.
Yeah. I was sitting there like, oh, yeah, I've only watched the show one time. I ain't got that much to say.
But the thing is, as soon as you start talking about it, you remember everything, like how much there actually is.
Yeah.
I know I'm missing a ton. It's in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably do my own review for it just to get it out. Just like, this is what I missed here. This is what I missed here. This is what I missed here.
But yes, WandaVision, definitely a watch. Definitely check it out. It's an amazing show.
I forgot one thing.
I'll go fuck myself.
Of course they, yeah, might as well. They made the white dude the bad guy. Leader of Sword. The white dude.
Always see the white people as the bad guys.
Of course. But the thing is, it's like, why make it obvious?
He
was from the very start. You think he's the bad guy.
They gotta stop casting people that look like bad guys.
It casts someone very nice. 'Cause that's one thing I loved about Spider-Man. Mysterio, Jake Gyllenhaal. You had no clue. You think he's actually a Tony Stark nice guy. He's got that friendly smile.
Because that's the thing. Because I already knew about the character, so I'm like, he's gonna be the bad guy. But I'm watching him, I'm just like,
the second he's introduced,
so cool.
Yeah, but in Vision, it's just in WandaVision, the second you see him, it's just like, I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy at all. He should not be put in power.
Yeah.
He should not be accepted anywhere near power. There's something wrong here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had to say that because it's just like, you know he's the main bad guy, even though Wanda has kind of put herself in the situation, and then they start saying, just don't make them make you out to be the bad guy. You kind of are the bad guy, Wanda, but at the same time, you don't have full control over your powers.
Yeah.
So I did love that they ended it with her studying.
Yeah.
But that's why I think Doctor Strange would have been a great mentor for her, because they are by far the most powerful Avengers they have.
Well, she's about to be in the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That would have been a perfect introduction for them to.
Yeah.
Even Doctor Strange popping in it through the astral dimension, because that's where she is. He could have just poured it in there, talked to her instead of her kids shouting, and basically said, "I need your help." Because that's one thing that it ended on. Mom, I need your help. Mom, save us. She opens her eyes, and then she runs her glowing hand across the camera. Fades to black, and then credits. It's just like, why is it about the kids? Is the reason it's Doctor Strange and the madness of the multiverse because he is helping Wanda find her children? Or is Wanda aiding Doctor Strange so she can find her children? Who is the supporting character? Because now I don't know. Now I think Wanda will be the main character of Doctor Strange. Because it seems like it's her goal to find her kids now because she knows that they're out there. Okay, yeah, I gotta.
Especially since we don't know anything about it at all, except that it's going to be something about multiverses and the fact that she's going to be a main character, also a main character in it. So.
Yeah, the problem with speculating is that
you can have a whole nother hour.
I always get disappointed too because I could go on for hours on how it would be great.
So let's wrap this up. Again, like I said, great show. Check it out. It's probably one of the best things they've done. That is all, nothing else, because I know you'll go on for like another 10, 15 minutes. Thank you for watching us. Our links and everything is at the bottom, so check out our other videos. And as always, I will see y'all next time. Peace.
Toodles.